If you're an online coach or if you're a personal trainer, let me tell you the reason that a lot of people have a hard time selling and getting more clients into their program. There's a really big difference when you're a PT or a coach in having a product and having an offer. And if you want to sell the crap out of the offer product that you have, we have to get really clear on what's gonna actually make people buy into that. Now, before you click off this video, before you think it's just like any other video where someone tells you how to craft an offer, someone tells you how to build your product for an online coaching company or a personal training package, I'm going to teach you what you really need in order for you to not just get clear on your offer, but how to present it in a way where you can sell the shit out of the thing that you create. So let's dive into the video. So if you guys don't know me, what's up? I'm Coach Ken. I've been an online fitness coach for the past almost 6 years now. I was an in-person trainer for about a year before I transitioned to online coaching. I did some in-person training while I was online coaching. And since then, my fitness coaching company has generated almost $3 million. And I've also transitioned over into business coaching where I help other fitness coaches scale their businesses and transition from in-person coaching to online coaching. So you could say I have some experience with this, okay? And now I will tell you, when I first got started in coaching, the market was way different than it is today. But the most important thing is that if you really want to have a point of difference, if you really want to stand out online, you have to get really clear on what your product is, but more importantly, you have to get really clear on what your offer is. Now, the biggest mistake that I see so many coaches make is that they have this product that they build. They focus so much on the deliverables that they're giving people inside of their program. They're using trainer eyes. Maybe they're making workout programs, they're making custom nutrition programs, they're giving meal plans. No one cares. Nobody cares about that stuff. And here's what I mean, is that when you have a certain product, that product is designed to help get people results. The offer that you make to people is what is really important. And the offer is going to be the result that you promise them. It's gonna be the value proposition that you have for them. And it's really gonna be the whole package, the price of it, and what you're giving to somebody to actually change their life. And when you really want to sell that thing, you have to get really clear on why someone wants to buy it. I see so many coaches out there nowadays that are like, here's 5 tips to hit your protein, here's 5 tips to lose body fat, here's 5 things to improve your training. Well, does your ideal client, does the person that you truly want to work with understand why you're even presenting that content or why you're even presenting that product to them? So if you're a coach, first, let's get really clear on your product. If you're an in-person trainer and you're looking to go online, this is going to be really important for you. So we have to get really clear on what the deliverables are inside of the program, meaning how you're giving people nutrition advice, how you're giving them training advice, and what you're even giving them. But in order for you to get clear on those things first, we have to come up with the problem that you're solving and who you're solving it for. Because if you're working with a weight loss client, they might not need to have a custom nutrition plan that includes macronutrients where you're checking in with them weekly. We might need to focus more on habit shifts and having more one-to-one calls. The way that you set expectations for a fat loss client versus a body recomposition client or a muscle gain client might be a little bit different. They're in different headspaces, right? So the first thing we have to do is get extremely clear on who specifically you work with, the psychology, their psychology, okay? And also what they'd really be itching for to get. Now, when I first started coaching, I actually was working with women who came from past with eating disorders that had fully recovered and were looking to build muscle. That person thinks a lot differently than somebody who needs to lose 30 pounds of body fat, okay? Usually people have different habits, they have different things that cause restraints. And so when you're creating a product for the person you want to work with, getting clear on the person, their psychology, and what's actually going to help with behavioral intervention, meaning what's going to actually change their behavior so that they can make change and create a transformation, that's what we have to think about. And so ask yourself first, who's the person that you work with? Now really look at, what's your journey? What does that person really struggle with? Not just from a physiological or a body or physique standpoint, but from a mindset standpoint. Because when it comes down to creating a really irresistible product and offer, it's gonna require you to create deliverables that resonate with that person. So for me personally, one of the tools I used for the girls inside of our program was I had them track macros. I put them on a Trainerize app. I put them into customized workout plans. I also put them into a group chat where they had community. These are all deliverables. Now the deliverables aren't really the thing that sell. If I get on my story on Instagram, if I talk to you guys on here and I say, I'm so excited, we have this awesome community, we give you custom nutrition, we give you custom training, guess what? So does every freaking coach in the entire universe, okay? A lot of them do this exact same thing. So what we need to do is get clear on why those deliverables, why did you choose those deliverables specific to your niche and your ideal client? Once we look at the deliverables that you choose, it's important to understand why you chose them. And that's where we really get clear on the benefits that people want. That's where we get clear on why your specific niche and audience member would buy from you. So once you look at the deliverables, I'm gonna ask myself, why would my ideal client want custom nutrition? Well, my ideal client wants custom nutrition because she struggles to have consistency because she fears certain foods. She doesn't like going out to social events because she feels as though she loses control. And when it comes to her nutrition, she almost kind of likes to have a sense of control. And that sense of control is going to be the thing that actually helps her with eating more food. So tracking for her and receiving accountability every week it's a control factor for her. It's something that allows for her to get herself to a mindset where she can take more action. And that's something that resonates with my ideal client. Versus if I work with somebody maybe who's coming from a background of extreme weight loss, their first instinct isn't going to be to track every single thing they put into their mouth, right? It might just be to get aware of what's even in different kinds of foods. So maybe you do food journaling instead. Maybe you explain why, okay? So the benefits of having that custom nutrition helps create more freedom. It helps her be able to actually have control while still changing her behaviors. These are all things that help my client and my ideal client specifically. So the more that you get clear on the benefits of the product that you have, the more clear you are on your offer. Because when you're clear on your offer, what happens is you don't accept people who aren't ideal clients. In fact, you don't even attract people who aren't ideal clients. Because when you talk about the benefits and the offer that you provide for your people, when you're specific enough, it doesn't attract people who aren't gonna fit the vibe. It doesn't attract people who don't actually fit the solution that you offer. And so one of the things that we wanna get really clear on first is who's your ideal client specifically. How does their physiology work right now? How does their psychology work right now? What behaviors and habits do they have? How do they think about things? Okay, once you understand that, you can create specific deliverables inside of your product. Are you using a training app? Are you giving custom nutrition, training, workouts? Are you doing weekly calls, monthly calls, quarterly calls? Are you giving them a full-on game plan? Are they entrepreneurs and they don't have time to look at the grocery stores? Or are you giving them an Instacart checklist? Are you giving them a grocery store checklist? These are all different products, right? But the offer that you're giving them, those benefits, is why are you giving them the Instacart checklist? Well, because you want to save them time so they can make more money in their business, they can focus more on their clients. That's what they're going to buy into. And so when you're looking to sell to more people online, the best thing you can do is get clear on the ideal client, get clear on the product and the deliverables of the product. And once you do that, you can easily understand the benefits of your product and you can push that out into the market. I made a video just a few weeks ago about content and why coaches struggle to generate leads. And that's a great video to pair with this video. After watching this, if you haven't watched that video, go back and check it out. It's one of my more recent videos. It's called Why Coaches Struggle to Generate Leads. And in that video, I share with you how to create content in a way that shows the benefits. It shows your coaching style. It shows what makes you different. It shows that point of difference. Pair those two videos together and I swear you're gonna sell the shit out of the offer that you have as an online coach. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear any feedback or thoughts you have. Feel free to just leave a comment below and I'll catch you in the next one.